It's Nostalgia Month on this channel, and Joe Chat wants me to make content, so I looked at my Wii games collection to pick out a game, and decided on New Super Mario Bros. Wii. But I won't just play the game normally, I'll play the game without pressing 1 at all. So what can I not do when I can't press 1? I can't run, I can't shoot fire or ice, I can't pick up things, I can't lick with Yoshi, or access my item menu in the world map. Also, I won't use propelling mushrooms, because when propelling yourself, you go the same speed as running, and a super high jump combined with running speeds makes it very easy if you have a propeller suit. But we do need a workaround for some levels, so let me tell you how to go fast without pressing 1. There are 4 ways to go fast without pressing 1. You can use a propeller suit, which I banned. You can go on a moving platform, you can wall jump, and you can go down slopes. Also, when you're in the air, your momentum does not change unless you move. So what I try to do in this run is get momentum by wall jumping or sliding down hills, and then trying to keep that as long as I can by jumping right when I hit the ground. The game starts pretty normally. 1-1 isn't really a challenge. There aren't any big pits and nothing really is interesting here. 1-2 is also pretty easy, but this course is slightly more challenging than the first. In this course, I get the ice flower. Even though I can't press 1 to shoot the ice regularly, I can spin jump to shoot it. It only throws 1 in the direction I need, and I can't shoot midair, but it's good enough. I can use this to help with some piranha plants, and at the end I get the red coins to get the fire flower, which is more useful. 1-3 is another very standard level, but it contains a secret exit. Right next to the checkpoint is a hidden area with coins inside, but I don't need to access this. I need to get above it, which leads to a cannon that sends me to World 5. 5-1 is where you can notice is starting to get more difficult. The levels have more dangerous enemies, and the level is built more around running than previous levels. I chose 5-3 over 5-2 because 5-2 has much more precise platforming, and 5-3 is a slower level because you have to wait for these things to walk over you. The World 5 tower seems hard because of some of the moving spikes are at a running speed, but it's still doable. You just might take a few hits. There is this part where you're supposed to move this spring and jump on it, but we have to press 1 to do that, so I just wall jump up there. We fight Iggy in a very easy fight and make our way to 5-4. 5-4 plays basically the same as a normal playthrough, because running isn't really a big part in this level, because you are on a raft, and once 5 enemies are on that raft, it stops. The point of the level is to kill the enemies, so really nothing changes. World 5 Ghost House is where I will go to get the World 8 cannon. It's very short when you know where to go, and I make my way through the dark ghost house to get to the secret exit with minimal platforming in the way. We go into one of the cannons and then meet one of the hardest levels in this challenge. 8-1 is a nightmare for this challenge. This level has rocks falling from the sky. That would be fine alone, but there are also lava spouts in the second half of the level, which stops you from progressing. There's a cloud of death in the back, slowly creeping towards you. This leads to you getting stuck at a lava spout, waiting till it comes back down. A rock comes and slows you down just enough for the spout ahead of you to go back up. All the while, the cloud creeps up behind you. Once you make it to the last pipe, you have to tilt a balancing rock a tiny bit and then slide down to make the next jumps. Now you can move on to a way easier level. 8-2 is the level with the last secret exit that I'll use in this run. The level has rolling platforms like the one used in 1-1, which are in the tunnel to the secret exit. The problem is that they're really fast. They're fast enough to move you back more than you could go forward, and for some reason it even pushes you back in the air. After trying different things for a bit, I discovered that if you jump while crouched and spin while crouched, you go forward a bit farther from when you jumped. It is a little hard because if you go too far on either side, you'll slide down instead. So I spent a couple minutes making my way down the tunnel, and when you get to the Goomba pipe, you can just bounce off the Goombas to get to the exit pipe. Now that I went through the secret exit, I could just skip all the way to 8-7. This is like 5-4 where running isn't really important. You can just play the level basically the same. Now I move on to World 8's airship. In this level there are screws on the ground and you spin them to reveal paths on where to go. This level is possible without running, but there are a couple places where you'd be very close to being crushed because you move slower through it than you should. There aren't really any other problems in this level besides the power-ups being propellers, but there is one ice flower before the Bowser Jr. fight. Now comes the final and hardest level of this challenge, World 8's castle. The beginning of the level is perfectly fine. It's pretty easy actually. The problem comes after the checkpoint. The first problem is the first Bowser fight. You can't damage boost through Bowser as he pushes you back. So you need to have Bowser do a big jump forwards or in place. You'll have to wait a couple dozen or so seconds for him to do this, and you need him to be in the right position. This leads to a lot of waiting. To make it easier, you can wall jump off the left side and go fast enough to go past him. Now that we got past regular Bowser, we need to fight Big Bowser. The first half of this isn't bad, but when you get to the moving platform section, it gets very hard. Jumping on these platforms in a normal run is easy and takes little time. Because you can't run, it's much harder. You're supposed to use the propeller mushroom for this, but I'm not using it in this run. So my only option is to wait for the platforms to get where I need them and jump. Bowser's also catching up while this happens, and once you get far away enough from Bowser, he jumps towards you. When he lands, a wave of lava comes towards you, killing you if you touch it. All this combines to make a very frustrating level that kills you easily, and every time you fail, you have to go back to play about 4 to 5 minutes to get back to where you were. It took me more than an hour and dozens of lives to beat this level, but I did it. Peach is safe, Bowser is defeated, and that proves you could beat Super Mario Bros. Wii without touching one at all.